kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Motion from the wideout. Say it. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Finding some room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, say it. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. On target to the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Throwing more. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
and absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Running inside, it's Davison. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion now.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The run inside. It's Rodgers. Might have a chance. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work.
Here we go, ready.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Ncaa to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air. It's Ncaa. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Ncaa. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long.
Booster. Jet. Western. Sweep. Let it go.
Fourth down, Ncaa. Unloads to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking for space. It's Davison. There's a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Got a man. It's Stewart. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go right back to the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. He's not gonna make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. There's some room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their...
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baird. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside. It's Hill. Looking for room at the 25. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Ncaa to throw. Setting up the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Now on first down from the 40.
And this offense is clicking, man. And this defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Here's a little room there. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Bear. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Down more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second.
Maybe some room here. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Davison. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's more to throw. The quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
More play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush finishes it. Now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Trying to impose their will with the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. You think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got a little grass. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
The screen, he's got wheels. Inside the 30. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Freeze! Return!
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Rock! Ready to go!
Say it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Hands it off. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Moore fires to the big fella. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Moore to the air. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On the run, it's Davison. Got enough for the first. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Ducks will have it first and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The Ducks have a lot of options on second and inches. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And it should be very doable for this offense to pick up a couple of inches, move the sticks for a first down, and put one in the win column. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Holds and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if you can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
defense. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away on 4th down. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense in an empty set. Ncaa. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. On target. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got to find a completion on this one. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into traffic, picked off. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the ground, it's Jackson. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, say it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Sayan on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry up. They'll go right back to it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Fourth down, say it. Throws to the wideout. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of running room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Play fake, Julian Ncaa. Buys a little time. Trying to make match, breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. Here's Ncaa to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Now here's Ncaa. Moving out to the right. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Ncaa to throw for it on 4th. Snagged out of the air. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
On the ground, it's Davison. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Motion from the wideout. Caught, and he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dante Moore. Complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He might want another play. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Down, ready. Go, go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Maybe a crease. The 20. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Looking for room. It's Jackson. There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's Julian saying to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Running inside, it's Jackson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground, he's got it again. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Gets away from one, finds some space. Flying out to the left. And he scores! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... and guessing that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing more. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's Moore to throw. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run for it. Finding some room. Bulldozes his way through. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, the risk on defense on 4th and short, putting all those guys close to the line of scrimmage, is that if the offense creases you, it's going to be an explosive play, and that's exactly what happened. They weren't able to stay in all of their gaps, and the offense breaks off an explosive run on 4th and short.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Moore. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Jackson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They give it to him again. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The screen, and watch out. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Say it. Pressure coming. Pulls it in with one hand. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Dante Moore finds the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fellow there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there, making guys miss. Really good vision, nice speed as well. The coaches are loving that.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking for room. It's Davison. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Throwing more. Got his man. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The give to the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11th. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense drags him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Right on the money. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Knocked off his feet. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll run it again. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Ncaa fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Looking for a gap. It's Davison.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Under fire. He gets away. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He stopped short of the first down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the tailback. Might have a chance. Bust through behind his pad. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Run in the red zone. It's Davison. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They go to the ground, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa. He's got it down the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Ncaa, quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Good stop there. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Ncaa. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing, say it. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and he's got open room. The 50, the 40, inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Sweet booster. Where did he go?
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy.
Back's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Knocked out of bounds at the 43, but an outstanding return there. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's Sayin to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. This time it's complete.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down.
A shot toward the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one
it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Hides the ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. He gets the two-point conversion as they draw ever closer. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it on the counter. Runs through the tackle. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll go play action with Moore. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
Booster, booster! Ready, go!
Say it. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Sweet. Booster, booster!
To the air, it's Ncaa. Looking to the big tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out.